Good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. When you think about the institutional church and organized religion, we recognize that this is really a tough time for the institutionalized church and organized religion, because our news tends to, in fact, it might even be on a daily basis, or it seems as if it's on a daily basis, document incidents of sin, corruption, abused power, misguided fanaticism, and betrayed trust, all done in the name of religion or under its guise. Pedophilia among Roman Catholic priests, sex and money scandals among TV evangelists, hostage-taking and bombings by fundamentalist Arabs, Irish Catholics, and Hindu Sikhs. These and other less scandals fill the front pages of our newspapers. As one commentator put it, this is the church's Watergate. Many people's faith is shaken, understandably. Trust once given, then betrayed, is not easily restored. Faith in organized religion is difficult at the best of times, and so, given all this disillusionment, it is becoming even easier for people to believe that they would best go through life independent of the institutional church. For those who despise or ignore organized religion, cultured agnostics, religious lone rangers, anti-clericals, this is a high season. What all these scandals are doing is helping confirm their most hopeful suspicions. Religion is a hoax. Organized church serves the interests of those who organize it. Roman Catholic celibacy is simply a front. Everyone has an angle, and particularly in the organized church, which is the same as everywhere else. Sex and money are what it's ultimately all about. The institutional part of religion is what corrupts faith. Pure self-sacrifice does not exist within the churches. So one is best off without organized religion. Jesus founded a kingdom, humans created the churches, and all these Watergate-type revelations are finally revealing the truth. What is to be said and done in the face of all of this? All healing begins with lancing of the wound. We should, despite the pain and humiliation of all of this, be grateful that the truth is being exposed. In the long run, the truth will set us free. In the short run, the prognosis is less positive. We have to be prepared for a season, and perhaps a very long one, of continued pain and embarrassment and a further erosion of trust. We have to accept this and accept it without self-pity, rationalization, half-baked justifications, or any attempts to water down the seriousness of what is revealed in these scandals. Partly we are sick, and like a virus that has infected the body, this has to run its course, and the body in pain and fever has to build up a new immune system. In the short run, we can only do what Lamentations advises. Put your mouth to the dust and wait. Beyond that, those of us who are not directly involved in these scandals, either personally or institutionally, must resist the temptations to distance ourselves and our churches from them with the attitude, "Don't look at me, I'm innocent, this is somebody else's problem." It is our problem, irrespective of whether we are innocent or guilty. All Christians, along with all other sincere believers, form one body, Christ's body. We are all in this together, with Christ. We may not link ourselves with our church's great moments, its saints, its martyrs, and its proud achievements, and then slickly distance ourselves from its dark history, its compromises, its perverseness, its paedophilia, and its sex and money scandals. To be a member of the church, to be a believer, is to be linked to all of this, the grace and the sin. In this context, it is significant to point out that Christ died between two thieves. He was innocent, they were not. However, because his sacrifice was seen against that horizon, it was judged by association, by those present, to be as tainted as the deaths of those he died with. People watching the crucifixion did not distinguish between who was guilty and who was innocent. They assessed what they saw en bloc. For them, all crucifixions meant the same thing. The church is still judged in the same way. To be a church member is still to be connected by association with sin and sinners. Christ was the object of suspicion and misunderstanding. Every kind of accusation was levelled against him. This will be true always for the church. Like him, the church will always be seen by outsiders as framed against a certain horizon, on display with scoundrels, child molesters, fakes, frauds, bad thieves and good thieves. The crucifixion of Christ is still going on, and it is mixed in with the personal tragedies of honest and dishonest sinners. Christ is always pinned up among the thieves. But the church needs to offer no particular apologetics for this. The historical Jesus was found there. Why should the church not be found there? The temptation is always to despise religion in its positive form, namely in its concrete historical expression in the churches where it finds itself hopelessly and inextricably intertwined with the sin, pettiness, and foibles of ordinary human beings. Invariably the temptation is to say, "I can handle God, but I won't be involved in all this human mess that we call the church." To speak that line is to utter the greatest ecclesiastical heresy. To speak it is also to abandon the true Christ for an idol. Jesus walked with sinners. He ate with them. He was accused with them, and he died with them. The church is true when it is in solidarity with Jesus, especially in places where he found himself amongst sinners, even in his dying. Lately, the church has been dying a lot with sinners. It has been a humiliating experience, but then so was the crucifixion. May you have a blessed day. Amen.